is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
First reading. A reading from the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 5, verses 1 to 10. Brothers and sisters, God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the love you have demonstrated for his name by having served and continuing to serve the holy ones. We earnestly desire each of you to demonstrate the same eagerness for the fulfillment of hope until the end, so that you may not become sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience are inheriting the promises. When God made the promise to Abraham, since he had no one greater by whom to swear, he swore by himself and said, I will indeed bless you and multiply you. And so after patient waiting, Abraham obtained the promise. Now men swear by someone greater than themselves. For them an oath serves as a guarantee and puts an end to all argument. So when God wanted to give the heirs of his promise an even clearer demonstration of the immutability of his purpose, he intervened with an oath, so that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for God to lie, we who have taken refuge might be strongly encouraged to hold fast to the hope that lies before us. This we have as an anchor of the soul, sure and firm, which reaches into the interior behind the veil, where Jesus has entered on our behalf as forerunner, becoming high priest forever according to the order of Melchizedek. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Mark. The disciples of John and of the Pharisees were accustomed to fast. People came to Jesus and objected, Why do the disciples of John and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not fast? Jesus answered them, Can the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. But the days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast on that day. No one sews a piece of unshrunken cloth on an old cloak. If he does, its fullness pulls away the new from the old, and the tear gets worse. Likewise, no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise the new will burst the skins, and both the wine and the skins are ruined. Rather, new wine is poured into fresh wineskins. The Gospel of the Lord.
Today we are reflecting on the words of Jesus in the Gospel about the wedding feast and the bridegroom being with us. To the question the disciples of John asked, Jesus said, how can they fast when the bridegroom is with them? But in our context today, my dear friends, we might even say, now, why are we faced with all these problems, challenges, and health concerns? Sometimes we feel abandoned or helpless because of the situation of COVID-19. We are called upon to reflect and to go into ourselves and see whether we are with the bridegroom, with Jesus, or not. If we are not with Jesus, we are left alone in this present day situation. But if we are with Jesus, He will guard us, protect us, and cure us of all our infirmities. It is our experience that when we pray to Jesus, when we hold on to Jesus, our sicknesses, our diseases are cured. It is my personal experience going through different kinds of sicknesses that when you hold on to Jesus and pray to Him, He will cure you. In this present day situation, when we are faced with all kinds of sicknesses and diseases and also this virus, we are all the more encouraged and urged to cling on to Jesus. Therefore, let us experience the living presence of Jesus with us. We cannot say that the bridegroom is not there and we are left alone. But Jesus is with us. He is living in us. And we need to cling on to Him, hold on to Him, and find strength and courage from Him. Let us not go into despair or get discouraged and find life burdensome. All the problems and difficulties and challenges can be made stepping stones, or they can be made bridges that connect us to Jesus. That way we will be able to experience Jesus living in us and with us. And that should be our personal experience today as we go to work, as we go to school, or as we go to our daily tasks, that Jesus is living with us and we need to experience His love and concern for us.